years ago, I think all of us in this room and in the gym had lived in a world that was ever expanding in its freedom. We got to see walls coming down around the world. We saw new democracies being born. We saw our rights and freedoms ever expanding. We came to think that increasing democratization was somehow inevitable, that it was like the laws of gravity, that it was Martin Luther King's moral arc of the universe, always bending towards justice. Until suddenly it wasn't bending towards justice. Until suddenly we were seeing not new democracies being born, but new autocracies being born. Instead of seeing our rights and freedoms at home continue to expand, we start to see them contract. Where we're seeing things happen that we never would have imagined. Who would have imagined you could grab somebody off the street and whisk them out of the country and put them in a maximum security prison somewhere without ever giving them a hearing, without ever giving them the chance to say, hey, you got the wrong guy. And if they can do that to anyone, they can do that to anyone. Any one of us. And so we're at a perilous moment. There's a lot of debate about whether the crisis is here or whether we're on the eve of the crisis. I think sometimes a crisis doesn't start with a concrete event. Sometimes you step into a crisis, step by step. And I think we're there. And one of the things we want to talk with you about tonight is what do we do about this? Because it's going to require all of us. It's going to require all of us. This is not something where there's a magic legislative button to push, or that we're going to expect some savior to ride in on a white horse. This is going to take all of us. But the way I look at it, generations that came before had to go off to war to preserve our democracy. Our task is far simpler compared to what other generations have gone through, but it is no less important. And I'm very glad I've got such a great partner in Salud. And with that, let me turn over to Salud for his opening comments.
Thank you, Senator. Good evening, San Luis Obispo. You can do better than that for the senator. Good evening, San Luis Obispo. We are so incredibly lucky that Senator Schiff decided to do his first town hall in San Luis Obispo. I want to give him all the credit. You should know that his wife went to college here on the Central Coast. I oftentimes give him a good bottle of wine from our area, and I gotta bring him down every once in a while because he's such a huge celebrity. I tell him, Senator, I love you, but don't flatter yourself. This is for me. But we are so incredibly lucky to have in Adam Schiff an extraordinary legislator. Somebody who has served as a federal prosecutor, somebody who was on the January 6th commission. Somebody who served on Trump 1.0 as an impeachment manager. Who has distinguished himself with many years of public service, from the state legislature to the House of Representatives, and now our United States Senator. You know, when I first got to the House a little over 8 years ago, he served as a great mentor to me, but not just me, so many others. By now you've seen him in action. He's extraordinary. He does an amazing job. He is a lion in the House. We've heard that in the Senate. And now he's in the Senate. And no doubt he's going to continue to be that lion in the Senate. We are extremely grateful to have you here, Adam. Thank you for choosing us as your first town hall. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your mentorship. And for just being a badass.